Hello viewers, my name is Mr. Adebanjo. I want to welcome you to today's video. It is still a video on parallel geometry, and in this video I'll be going to be solving this question whereby we have to find the value of y. Now I told you anytime you have to find the work on parallel geometry, the first thing you need to look out for are the parallel lines and the line of transversal. If you look at this question, discover that the parallel line is this line and this line you have in here are the two parallel lines we have in this question. Then, do we have a line of transversal yet? Discover that we don't have a line of transversal yet, because you can't tell us that this line is a line of transversal. This line is no. This line is this line here you have in here, straight line here, is stop here, and the other one starts from there and stop here. So a line of transversal is a straight line that cut across two or more parallel lines, or that touches two or more parallel lines. But these two lines are not line of transversal because it's not straight. It is you're having two lines here, not a straight line, one straight line. So if there is no line of transversal here, that means there's no way you can be thinking of alternate angle, corresponding angle, or some of the opposite interior angles. You can't be thinking about that yet. So that means there is need for us to first of all introduce parallel lines. So introduce a line of transversal yet before you can now be thinking of solving this question. The question says you are given this angle here as 5y. You are given we are given this angle here as 3y. You are given this angle as 5y, and you are given angle as 136. So you have to find the value of y from there. And if that should be the case, there's no way you can solve this question until we first of all introduce another parallel line here. If you can introduce another parallel line here, a straight line here, which is parallel to this line and this line, then you can be thinking of a line of transversal at that moment. So if you have another parallel line here, which is parallel to this one, that means this line here becomes a line of transversal. Also, if this new line you have introduced now is also parallel to this line as well, that means this line here becomes another line of transversal. Then can now be thinking of all those angles we have talked about: alternate angle, corresponding angle, and the opposite interior. Now that solution we are having here, that if you look at this, I've introduced another line. I introduce another line. Because I introduced it, I'm using broken line here, because you are the one that introduced the line. Then if that should be the case, now that's why you are having this line to be broken. And you can see you're having arrows on it, which means it's parallel to this and parallel to this line as well. You can see now that an angle is formed here. An angle is formed here. And there's a relation between that angle and this angle that we are having here. They are both corresponding angle because we're having this parallel line and this parallel line. So this line here is a line of transversal because it's touching those two parallel lines. So you should be able to identify a corresponding angle by now, based on what you have learned in the past. This angle here and this angle here are corresponding angle. So that's why this angle is 5y. Then this angle here is 3y as well, because this line is also parallel to this line, and that means this line is a line of transversal. So this angle 3y is also corresponding to this new angle that is formed here, which is 3y. But in the question we are given that the total angle here is 136. In the question given to us, total angle that is here is 136. So if that should be the case now, that may the total angle here, which is 5x plus 3y, will give us 136. And that's how you are having here, that 5y plus 3y will give us 136. 5y plus 3y will give us 8y, which is equal to 136. Divide both sides by 8, you get your y as 136 divided by 8, and y is equal to 17. So it means our y is equal to 17. So then if you have to find this angle here, you'll be having 5 times 17. If you have to find the angle that is here, you have 3 times 17. That will give us the angle that is there. So don't forget, anytime you are giving question on the parallel line, first of all, watch out for the parallel lines you're having there, and try to find out the line of transversal. If there's no line of transversal, then there's need for you to first of all introduce another parallel line, so that you can now be having a parallel line of transversal which is touching two or more parallel lines. So if you understand the question, if you have not subscribed to our channels, please subscribe for more videos. Then like the videos, comment on it, and then share the videos. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.